far out in the Atlantic Ocean, almost 400 kilometers off the coast of Brazil, lies a small volcanic archipelago called Fernando de Noronha, a place of impossible blues, warm winds, golden sunsets, paradise people cross oceans to see. Today, Noronha is a dream destination. You arrive by plane, flying for hours over nothing but water. And when you finally land, it feels like touching down in another world, a protected sanctuary, a natural wonder, a slice of heaven carved out of the sea. But paradise was not always paradise. Long before tourists arrived, long before Noronha became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this island was known for something very different. It was a prison, a remote, isolated, almost forgotten prison where the most dangerous, unwanted, and inconvenient people were sent. Notorious criminals, political prisoners, capoeiristas outlawed for their art, gypsies accused for simply existing, rebels, thieves, men society wanted removed, banished, erased. They weren't sent here to be rehabilitated. They were sent here to disappear. Centuries before that, Noronha had already been touched by history. European navigators spotted it while crossing the Atlantic. Pirates sought refuge on its shores. Merchant ships passed, claimed ownership, lost it again. The island was traded, invaded, abandoned, reclaimed. A lonely rock in the middle of the ocean, attracting whoever needed a hiding place. But eventually, the Portuguese found a different use for it, a perfect natural prison, surrounded by deep waters, strong currents, and sharks. No walls needed, no guards at night. The ocean did the job. So, today, when we see Noronha as one of the most beautiful places on earth, it's hard to imagine what this island once held. The suffering, the punishments, the darkness, the forgotten lives. This is the strange truth of Fernando de Noronha, a paradise built upon centuries of exile, survival, and hidden history. But Noronha's history doesn't end with the closing of the prison. In many ways, that was only the beginning of a new chapter. After centuries of punishment, exile, and silence, the island finally returned to the one thing that always protected it: nature. And nature wasted no time reclaiming what humans had scared. Forests crept back over abandoned ruins. Birds returned to the cliffs that once echoed with the sounds of chains. Sea turtles resurfaced on beaches where prisoners once dug trenches, life quietly, patiently took back everything. But traces of the old world remain. Walk through the island and you can still find the stone foundations of the prison cells, walls built by forced labor, rusted chains hidden under sand. Cemeteries were unmarked graves, whisper histories no one recorded. Every corner of Noronha carries a fragment of what happened here, a shadow inside the lights. And maybe that's what makes this island so powerful. It reminds us how close beauty and brutality can live together, how a place can hold both suffering and salvation at the same time. Because while the prisoners struggled to survive, the island itself remained breathtaking, almost as if it refused to surrender its beauty, no matter what humans did to it. And the beauty was eventually what saved it. Scientists began to study Noronha. Divers discovered underwater's world untouched by pollution. Environmentalists realized that the island was not only special, it was irreplaceable. And little by little, Noronha transformed from a place people feared to a treasure the world vowed to protect. Today, when visitors step onto the island, they see the beaches, the dolphins, the turquoise water. They feel peace, freedom, wonder. Almost no one imagines the story buried beneath their footsteps. The centuries of exile, storms, hunger, desperation, rebellion, and resilience. But if you listen closely, if you let the wind speak, if you stand where prisoners once stood, you feel something ancient, something heavy, something true. Noronha is not just paradise, it's memory, it is survival, it is proof that even the darkest places can be reborn into light. And that happens. Paradise is most powerful when it remembers where it came from.